Welcome to Redacted. Good evening. How are you all doing out there? Hi! Yeah, who knew that I could fit an entire city behind that advent calendar door, indeed, during Christmas? Welcome to you all. So, yeah, it is finally the second version, the second rendition. Tipster with £5 donation. Thank you very much, Tipster, with that, with all the blanks going on. Yeah, this is the second running of Redacted. There have been a couple of tweaks here and there, but it's still not quite completely done. So there's still going to be some things to do after that. But yes, hi Ash the Bash. Hello there, Topper. Hope you're doing well there, and thank you for thinking of me during your quiz on Sunday as well as many other community members as well. Thank you very much for that. How am I? I am surprisingly very cold, given that we're now in summertime. It is snowing outside. It is summertime, and yet it is snowing outside. And I don't understand that. So I am rather cold today in the house. It's required lots of heating and lots of cat as well to keep me company as well. Yes, it is. It is. I have seen the snow. The snow has already arrived. Where on earth am I? You know exactly where I am, Proogs, but it is snowing outside, and I don't understand it. I really don't, but that's why I'm not a meteorologist. Welcome to you all. So yes, Redacted. It is the game show where, well, you have to fill in the blanks. Basically, that's what you have to do. And if you can do that, then you can score yourselves lots and lots of doots. And if you are the best at the end, then you get to play Super Redacted for considerably more. Where have you been all my life? Right here on Twitch. Thank you for the 2 month resub there, Pie Mash. I've been here for several years now on Twitch, but thank you very much for the 2 month resub there. Let's go through all the other subs that came through as well during that hype train. Yes, because I know you want some treats in a moment. Give me a moment. We had 100 bits from Matt saying hi. We had 24 month resub, a 2-year resub from Colo Colo saying, wearing my dude suit and ready to quiz. Thank you very much for that 2-year resub there, Colo. We then had a bloody hell, Clive. 38-month resub from Clive of Legend. What they never tell you is that 5 minutes after the song, a terrible right Twix incident left only 38 trombones leading the big parade. Sad. Thank you very much for the 38-month resub there, Clive. That's just ridiculous support. Thank you very much for that. And also thank you for the follow, Scooter, from yesterday as well. So, I'm going to get the room code, the lobby open that you want to join in. It is just a purely Twitch game. All the answers you'll be giving me will be via Whisper to Quizbot 3000. There is no voice element, so it is just all a simple game of Twitch chat. And the first pack we're playing tonight is actually a sort of a composite pack. We've got a partnership from 3 different people, from Dogfish, Inca, and from Score Count. So they've all sort of helped out each other and come up with a pack amongst themselves for Redacted. And obviously it reduces the question writing load on each person by doing that. Vertical bar, blank, vertical bar, match game. Thanks, Salem. Thank you for the 500. Thank you for the 100 bits there from Matt and Sportsy. Appreciate that. So yes, we have a composite pack there from 3 different authors for tonight. For this first pack, the second pack this evening will be from David J. Bonicum, who I've just about recovered from the Duel massacre that happened. I mean, I was on the positive side of the Duel massacre, but still, being there with winning 3 duels essentially in very few questions is, it was an interesting night. Anyway, if you'd like to play this game of Redacted, then you'll need a room code of IBKF. IBKF. And while you sort that out, I'ma feed this cat some treats because she's going crazy for them right now. Come on, use your eyes. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Eyes, Whiskers. It's literally in the palm of my hand. There you go, well done. So yeah, this is a very simple game. You just need to type your answers and submit them as whispers to Quizbot 3000. Public chat messages will not be accepted in this case generally. So please make sure you are whispering, and whispering to the correct bot as well, Quizbot 3000. Don't whisper to me, don't whisper to Persephone, don't whisper to Topbot, whisper to Quizbot 3000. And we've got a lovely variety of subjects and categories lined up for this game. Round number 1, you don't have to worry about speed, but accuracy generally always matters. All the other rounds though, speed will become a factor. The earlier you answer with the correct answer, the more dukes you can get. On some rounds though, you're afforded multiple guesses at the answer though. At all times, watch the bar at the bottom of the screen, because that will tell when we have received an answer from your account and how many answers you have given us in that time. So as always, look to the bottom of your screen and it'll show if an answer has come in from you via whisper, because I am aware that whispers sometimes they don't get delivered because Twitch in its infinite wisdom doesn't deliver them. I don't know why. Maybe it's, you know, stuff that we don't need to concern ourselves with, but that's why I've put the bar at the bottom, so that you do have a bit of reference as to when the answers do come in. Hello, Whiskers. Thank you. Was that good? We're approaching the end of this music bed for the lobby, I do believe. So if we're ready, is this the end? I'm trying to remember now. It's been a while. Oh, it's nearly the end. I'm just gonna put that over there. Will Ash be pranking us on Friday? Oh, I don't know, Midget. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do on Friday yet. You'll just have to tune in and find out. Oh, your profile picture, Ralph, will probably be old because it's using a cached version of it. So yeah, it's using a cached version of your avatar. Hope that's okay. I'll delete it next time round and hopefully it'll then re-get it. Is this the end of the bed now? I really can't remember where the end of the bed is on this one. It's been such a long time since I played it. Generally, when I test it without the music on as well, because it actually is quite distracting. It is good music, and I don't want to interrupt it. Oh, there we go. Now we're into the right key. Now we're into the right key that I was expecting. So last chance to get in is IBKF. Once we start, then you cannot join in afterwards. But good luck to you all. And let's play Redacted. And let's head straight into round number 1, which we call Complete the Redacted. So, in this round, you're going to be seeing a statement with a number of the words in the statement redacted away, blanked out. Your job is to fill in those redactions to complete the statement. So, you can give as many answers as there are blanks on the page to fill. So if, for example, on the right-hand side there we have Scottish tennis player Andy Blank won their first Wimbledon championship in blank, the two answers there you would give are Murray and 2013. However, what you can do is you don't have to give an answer per blank. What you can do is give multiple answers for a single blank if you're not sure and you just want to sort of put a couple of guesses down. So if you don't know that the surname is Andy Murray, then you could have gone Murray and then Circus or Hamilton for the, you know, however many answers you're allowed afforded in this round on each question, and whichever one is right will get you some points. But you can go across the entire board because the more blanks you can answer correctly, the more points you get. It is as simple as that. Answer privately, please, to Quizbot 3000. That's the only way that you'll be able to answer in this game. So get that whisper window ready. Don't answer with any inverted commas. Just answer as a straight answer, but answer on individual lines. So don't give me all the answers in one go. Similarly, you don't need to tell me what blank you're asking for either. So you don't need to give me A, Murray, or B, 2013. Just Murray and just 2013 are good enough for me to understand what you're trying to answer. Because magic, essentially. So separate whisper for each answer. Keep an eye at the bottom of the screen, because that will tell you when an answer has come in on the stream. And you have as many answers, the number of answers you can give is the number of blanks that are available to complete in each statement. Good luck. Let's get straight into it then. So, first question, or first statement, should I say, is the following. When an atomic nucleus undergoes blank radiation, it emits a particle consisting of 2 protons and 2 blank, the same composition as the nucleus of an atom of the element blank. Away you go. 20 seconds to get some answers in. We do now accept answers as soon as the statement comes up. 10 seconds. So you can give as many as 3 guesses on this board, on this particular statement. And that is time. And I now also allow a couple of seconds leeway after calling time as well to account for stream latency. Now, those that remember the first run of this, that we took a long time with marking some answers. Now, unfortunately, I've not yet implemented the multi-answer sheet where I can mark multiple ones wrong at the same time. So we will probably have to go through quite a few pages still, but I have sped up the correct and wrong marking animations, so hopefully we won't be here for too long on each one. But we will have to go through a marking regime for a little bit. Okay, let's see the answers you've given. So we have helium, which is correct. Yes, blank C is helium. We also have 21 players that went with neutrons. That is also a correct answer. That goes for blank B. And then we have 8 players that have gone for alpha. And I can tell you alpha does go for blank A. So those are the 3 blanks. Now, all the other answers that came through. Unfortunately, electrons is not a right answer. Gamma, not a right answer. Nuclear is close, but not quite what we're looking for. Fission, also wrong. Neutron. You know what? I'll allow neutron in this case. Beta. Beta. No, can't accept beta. Hydrogen, not right. Proton, nope. Electrons, nope. Isotopic, nope. Lithium, nope. Neutrals. Oh, neutrals. Now you've one letter different, but the L isn't particularly near the N, I'm afraid, Jack. So I don't think I can accept neutrals in this case. Beta, helium, electrons. That's very specific. Oh, you've done all 3 answers in one whisper. Is what you've done there, Sapster. You've done all 3 in one answer. So, yeah, you do have to give them a separate whispers. So, for the time being, I'm going to mark that one as wrong, but you understand how it all worked. But you kind of got one right, though. Yeah, you kind of got one right in that section. So, you know what? In this case, because he did get one of them right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, next time, you know what to do. Fusion is not right. Neutrons, helium, you've done the same. You've also done the same, and you've gotten 2, but I can't give you 2 points, 2 correct answers for one statement, I'm afraid. So you can only get the 1. But bear in mind, you need to give me them on different lines. Fusion, also wrong. Isotope, nope. Half-life, nope. Uranium, nope. Nuclear, nope. And the last one, radium, also wrong. So at the end of that, there is your point allocations. We got a total of 7 players getting the maximum there. 200 points for each blank that was correctly identified. So 600 each for those players. And you can see all the rest that you were able to accrue. So yes, do remember that you need to give me answers on separate whispers, please. All right. We shall continue on. Oh, your avatar has been updated, Ralph. Oh, Apparently he's just done it itself. Nice. Let's continue on then. Statement 2. The ring-tailed blank, one of the most vocal animals of the blank order, features on the logo for national parks in the nation of blank. You can already hear some furious scribbling going on. 3 blanks to fill, so you've got 3 guesses you can make. 200 for each correct answer. Last few seconds. Furious scribbling time. And last few scribbles there for good measure as well. Right, let's see what you've gone for. So we have 27 that have gone for Lima, which is blank A, yes. 19 have gone for Madagascar, which I can say is true, is blank C, yes. And we have 6 players that have gone for Primate, which is blank B. Well done to those people. So, marsupial from 4 people, I'm afraid, is not correct. Neither is Australia. Rodent is not right. Canada, not right. Zodiac, nope. Primates, I will allow. Bird, no. Marsupials, no. Squirrel, no. Africa, no. Don't need the quote marks. Pecking, no. Bear, no. Possum, no. Wombat, no. Canine, no. Sloth, no. Animal, I mean, well, animals of the animal order. The ring-tailed animal, no, I can't take animals, too generic an answer. God damn it, Clive. Parrot. Mozambique, nope. Mammal, nope. Zimbabwe, no. These are nice answers, though. Muliday. Oh, goodness me. Hang on. I just want to make sure that that is not the one we're looking for. No, it's a fish, is a muliday, so that's definitely no. Animalia, nope. Monkey, no. Actually, maybe that should have been yes, but oh well. Primate order. You don't say monkey order though. You say primate order. Mammalian, no. America, no. Britain, no. And fox, no. So there is all the marking done. Another 7 players with the maximum getting 600 points apiece, and you can see all the rest. Monkey. You once had a monkey order from ITV Digital. Ah, yes. Well, that's a very different kind of monkey order. Yes. Yeah, I need to add a custom goddammit Clive, or just a custom stamp text at some point in the future. But at the moment, it's just doing random ones. Right, let's keep moving on. Let's move on to statement 3. Zaha Blank was the first woman to receive the Pritzker Blank Prize in 2004, with works including the London Blank Centre, which was completed in July of 2011. Yeah, I've reduced the stack height a little, Ralph. Because obviously it was getting in the way. Last few seconds to get some answers in. Oh, typos, just what I love to see. All right, let's go through some answers. So we have architecture. 23 players have gone for it. And that does go for blank B. Yes, architecture. Then we have Hadid, which is blank A. Yes, Zaha Hadid. And aquatics. 4 players have gone for aquatics. The London Aquatics Centre is blank C. Yes, very well done if you gave me those. Let's go through the rest of the answers. Barbican, no, I'm afraid not. Finance, no. Olympic, no, not enough information, that one. Prize, the Pritzker Prize. Literature, no. Aquatics, I will take that. That's very close to aquatics. I'll allow that one. iCity Bank. iCity Bank, no, I'm afraid not. Central, no. Excel, no. Architectural, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take architectural, yeah. Pulitzer, I'm afraid not. Art, no. Wilfrid, no. Nobel Peace, no, I'm afraid not. Exhibition, no. Johnson, no. Sophia, no. Aquatic, I will take that. I will take aquatic. Sahir, close to Hadid. Well, Zaha, Sahir, I'm afraid it's not. No. Humanitarian, no. Phillips, nope. South Bank, it is not. Television, no. Just doing some edge case testing to see how long of an answer it... Oh my god, it's actually going too far. Jack! Thank you for the edge case testing. But it's wrong. Insurance, I'm afraid, is wrong. Council is wrong. Construction... Oh, construction not quite the same as architecture, though, is it? Convention and a baboon. From a... Baboon? Sure. Okay, well, that one wrong was wrong. 5 players getting the maximum, 600 points there. Well done there to Lewis T. Now cut that out. Some pancakes, some lovely pancakes. Quizzle and shapes there. Let's continue on. Please don't continue to test the edge cases, please. Try and answer, you know, answers that you think should be the right answer, okay? Next statement. The Ugandan capital of blank, which sits on the northern shore of blank, was the birthplace of John Sentamu, the former Archbishop of blank. Already some scribbling before we start the timer proper. I wonder what happens if you put emojis in answers, says Blue Jay Fox. Oh, please. Please now. Last few seconds. Get those answers in. All right. Oh, just a final scribble getting in time there. So we're going to start off with York. Yes, the Archbishop of York, or former Archbishop of York. Blank C is York. Kampala. 11 have gone for it. Yes, the Ugandan capital of Kampala. That is blank A. And Lake Victoria does go for blank B. Yes, the northern shore of Lake Victoria is blank B. Well done if you gave me those. Let's go through some other answers. We've got Nairobi, I'm afraid, is not right. Canterbury, it's an archbishop of place, but I'm afraid York this time, not Canterbury. Wales, no. Zambezi, I'm afraid not. Mali, no. Mogadishu, no. Ouagadougou, no. Kimbala? Kampala? Ooh, I don't know. That seems close, but not quite close enough for me. It's not quite phonetically plausible. You got a different plosive and a different vowel sound. So I'm afraid I'm going to say that's not quite right. Even maybe very close. Luanda is not. Keep, nope. Nam, nope. Leeds, no. Close to York, though. A big lake. I can't accept that. It's a bit too of a generic answer there, Topper. Lake Tanganyika, nope. Victoria, you know what? That one is, it's the right letters, just in a slightly different order, and I'll take that. Titicaca, not Titicaca, no, Titicaca, I'm afraid not, no. Tesco, no, it's not Tesco. It's not no. Not Paris, I mean, again, very non-generic, very generic correct answer, but I can't take that, sorry. Tana, no. Rome, no. Kenya, no. Kent, no. Lake Tanzania, no. Peru, no. Chad. Canterbury, the wrong one again. Africa, and the last one, Canterbury, also wrong as well. So, just 3 players getting the maximum there. Who we got there? Derek, Agony, Quizzle, and Shapes getting all 3 blanks there. The Archbishop of Tesco! Absolutely. The Archbishop of Tesco. T-E-S-C-O. She is T-E-S-C-O. Oh my goodness me. That's a callback to songs and things. Anyway, we still have 4 statements to get through in this round, so let's get through them. Statement number 5. Contrasted with blank numbers like 6 and 28, whose non-self divisors sum to themselves, a pair of blank numbers have non-self divisors which sum to one another, such as 220 and 284. Only 2 blanks on this one, so you can only give me 2 guesses. How is your mathematical knowledge? Or numerology? Poor, says Toot. Well, I might as well give some guesses, at the very least. Oh, last moment scribble there. Let's go through some answers. So we have perfect, which is a perfect answer for blank A, yes. Prime, 4 players have gone for prime. I'm afraid all the numbers listed in this statement are definitely not prime because they're even at the very least. So that's a wrong answer. Imperfect. Oh, trying to go for the opposite of perfect. I'm afraid I can't take that, no. Happy. I mean, there is such a thing as, I think there's such a thing as happy numbers, but I'm afraid not in this case. Friendly numbers. Now, is that the right one we're looking for? I'm trying to remember if that was the right one. Where's my sheet gone? I should have had my sheet open so I can look this stuff up. It should be... oh no, it is not friendly. There's a very specific reason as to why it's not friendly, I'm afraid. Amicable, though, that is the correct answer. B, amicable numbers is the one we're looking for there. So it's not friendly, but amicable is correct. Semi-prime, I can't take that, I'm afraid. Triangle, also not that. Co-prime, nope. 69, nice. Reciprocating is not. That's Wanganum. Very, very evil. Factor. Co-perfect, not quite. Well, I can take note. Lovers, blank, 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 whatever those are. Probably hearts or something else. Reflective is not. Complementary it is not. Co-perfect, no. Even, no. I mean, they are all even, but again, too generic there. Bastard numbers, yes. Cube, I'm afraid not. Complementary sibling, also no. Vulgar, no. Non-prime, I mean, again, they're all non-prime, but again, a bit of generic answer. Incompatible, I'm afraid not. Composite, no. Rational. Triangular. And the last one is even more A's. I'm afraid not. So, very difficult one there. Just 3 players getting both blanks there. A.B. Me, Lewis T, and Cetra getting both blanks there of perfect and amicable. And a good number of you going for perfect numbers there, getting the 200 for that one there. Nicely done. Let's continue on then. Statement number 6 is the following. Featuring the Fool, the Wheel of Blank, and Death, the Major Arcana in a blank deck traditionally features blank cards. Please whisper your answers if you are in the game. Please whisper your answers to Quizbot 3000. Please do not use public chat. Answers might not be accepted if you do use public chat in this game. Hey, no worries. Just be aware for next time. Let's go through some answers. So we have Fortune. Yeah, of course. The Wheel of Fortune, blank A, indeed. Similar number going for Tarot. Yes, Tarot deck, absolutely. Blank B. And 22. 5 players have gone for 22, which is the exact number of cards we were looking for there. Well done if you gave me 22. So, other answers to go through. 13, I'm afraid, is not the right number. 56, also not the right number. 78, also the wrong number. 48, also wrong. 52, also wrong. 24, I love to see all these guesses coming through. Jimbo, I'm afraid, is not right. Magic, also not right. 42, not right. 72, also wrong. 28, wrong. 12 is wrong. 54 is wrong. 23, oh, off by 1! Off by 1. Satan, also wrong, I'm afraid. 36. 16. 108. 69, nice. Returns again. 76. 21. Off by 1 the other way. And finally, Arcane. Yeah, I can't accept an arcane deck. I don't think that the Wheel of Arcane doesn't make sense for me on that one, I'm afraid. So that was going to be a wrong as well. So 5 players gaining the maximum there. All 3 blanks. We've got what's that? Coolio and Toot, Cetra, Tipster, and Ralph getting all 3 blanks there. Nicely done. Good knowledge there. Good knowledge on the tarot deck there, must be said. Featuring the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, and Death, the major arcana in the tarot deck actually features 22 cards. Let's go on to the next statement. Statement number 7. Running since 2011, the TV competition Blank features magic double act, pen blank, and blank, attempting to work out how other magicians' tricks are done. Holy crap, the amount of scribbling going on before I've even started the timer. Clearly, this is a popular thing. I mean, I absolutely adore it. Pretty much watch every single episode that appears and makes its way onto YouTube. And that is time. Now the question is, how's your spelling? Let's find out how good your spelling is, because I had to correct it in the question doc. We're going for the easy one to start with. We're going for teller. Yeah, blank C is indeed teller. And then 28 players have gone for Fool Us. Yes, that is the name of the TV show, Fool Us. And 26 have gone for, or an accepted version of Gillette with a J, 2 L's and 2 T's. That is correct, yes, nicely done. So, next one we've got is Fool Me. You are ever so close, but I'm afraid that is not the name of the show. It is Fool Us as a plural, not as a singular. So Fool Me is wrong. Fooled, also very close, but not quite the one we're looking for. Not a clue. Tricked, again, pretty close, but not quite. And teller, you know what? I'll take that. I know what you're trying to go for with that one. Pen and teller. Well, we've given the pen. And I suppose you could answer for the and teller part with that, given I was able to give and teller. So I'll allow it in this case. Gillette, that is phonetically plausible. I'll allow that one. Also, that one is phonetically plausible. And pencil. What? And pencil? I can't take that, Topper. Gillette, I'll take that one with 1 T in the 2 L's and the J. Smith, go for a generic surname. Unfortunately, didn't work out for you. Dynamo. Oh wow, now that's a callback to a different kind of magician. Yeah. Fortunately, not in this case. Goodness me, loads of you getting all 3 blanks there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 24 of you getting all 5 blanks on that statement there. Nicely done indeed. Yes, running since 2011. The TV competition Fool Us features magic, double act, pen, Gillette, and teller, attempting to work out how other magicians' tricks are done. Okay, one more before we end the round and we have a look to see how well you've done so far. So the last statement is the following. Gel's Blank Runs, which features teams including the Savage Speeders and the Blank Racers, was sponsored by Blank's TV show last week tonight in 2020. Three blanks on this one. Yes, you should only get one correct validation per answer. So if for some reason you've given me multiple answers that I have validated it as correct, but all leading to the same answer, then you should only be accounted for one of those answers rather than all of them. You get entered into a hash set which only allows one copy of a particular person, essentially. Right, let's go through some answers on this one. Marble, yes, it is the Marble Runs. Gel's Marble Runs, blank A there. Then John Oliver was the next popular answer. 23 of you gone for John Oliver, and that is correct for blank C. Nicely done. And 7 of you have gone for B for raspberry. Yes, raspberry racers is indeed the correct blank B there. Wacky racers, now that's a different thing entirely. Unfortunately, not in the marble runs of gels. Gels jelly runs, I'm afraid I can't take that. Ravenous racers, again, going for the lovely alliteration. Unfortunately, not the right alliteration. An owl looking at himself in a spoon. No. Green, also not right. RuPaul's fracking race. No. Really cool. Nope. Red Rainbow Ruby Ridge Rail, going for all of the alliteration on the R. Very, 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 very fast. James Corden, get rid of that name. HBO, get rid of that. Asprey without the R. Asprey Racers. You know, you've given me pretty much everything in that answer apart from the R, Colo, so I'll allow that one. I'll allow that one for raspberry. Randy, I'm afraid. Again, go for the alliteration, not quite the right alliteration. Rapid, also the same alliteration, but not quite right. Crazy, no. Tracy? I'm afraid I can't take that one. Arkansas, no. Speed, no. Speed Racer, no. Rojo, oh, hang on. They're not Rojo racers, are they? In the marble runs, they're Rojo something else, aren't they? Rojo rollers for that one. So I'm afraid it isn't quite right. You're very close though. Rigid, no. Jungle, no. Sky One, nope. Bob Holness. John Oliver's. Oh, I'll take that. First to be plausible on that one. I'll take that one. And finally, Ridgeback. Again, the alliteration on the R, not quite this time round. So on that last one there, we got 7 players getting all 3 blanks. Well done to AB, me, Coolio, Nata, Oni, Ramsey, Cetra, and Ralph, Lupine 1 as well. All getting the 600 points there. Nicely done. So at the end of that round, let's see where you are on the leaderboard. So in the lead is actually Ralph the Lupine 1 on 3,800. Nicely done. Then we have Toot on 3,600. Derek on 3,200. Car on 3,200. Also Oni and Tipster. And you can see all the other names. Apparently all of them are skewed over the same way. I'm sure it's supposed to randomise that. But I'm not going to bother fixing that right now because I kind of like that. But yes, everybody is on the same slant. Let's move on then to... Yeah, on the chorus line, absolutely. Let's move on to round number 2. So, round number 2 is called Piece Together. So this one is a stream-only affair, I'm afraid. There's nothing going to be appearing in chat for this one. Everything you'll need to do is on screen. What you'll see, though, is you're going to see a piece of paper, a sheet of paper, with 6 keywords on that all relate to a certain thing. However, the piece of paper has been through a shredder. Over the time, the shredded pieces will work themselves into the right order, so at the end, they will be in the correct order, and you'll be able to see them, all the words, properly. Now, your job is to give the connection for all 6 items, and you get more points the quicker you can answer. So, that is what you have to consider. How early do you answer? And if you can give me a correct answer earlier, you get more points. You are allowed a total of 2 guesses on this particular round. A total of 2 guesses. So you feel free to give an early guess and then a late guess. And good luck to you all. All 6 of the items that are on the piece of paper will relate to one singular thing or one common, one common category. And give me what that is. Don't be too generic, otherwise I will again mark them wrong if you just give me too generic an answer. Good luck. Here comes your first one. And your time starts now. Thank you for there, Ruben. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well out there. Oh, you're one of those, Ruben. Go away. Go away, Ruben. Last few seconds. Can you work out what they all relate to? Last minute scribbling there. So the words on the piece of paper are tearing, political, sewing, slot, rowing, and simple. What do they all relate to? Let's find out. I've just noticed it's not gotten rid of all of the all of the answers from before, which is interesting. So the stack is just going to continue rising, apparently. So we have 20 players have gone for essentially blank machine. And that is the answer we're looking for. Yes, blank machine. Test. Turing test, yes, and political test maybe. But I've not heard of a slot test before, neither a sewing test, so I can't take that as an answer. Badges, scouts. Again, sewing badges, certainly, I can understand that. And rowing, but not for Turing, I'm afraid. A B, again, also not across the board here. Crafting, again, not across the board. RuPaul's Drag Race, you're just going to try that on every answer, unfortunately not this time. I mean, if there's a Turing test in RuPaul's Drag Race, then that's going to be something completely different. Hobbies, I don't think Turing is particularly a hobby in this case. Compass, I can't take that. Tests, again, Turing test, yes, and there may be a political test, but the others, I'm afraid, not. Computer, no, not across the board. And Stitch, again, not across the board there. So, best one there was Quizzle, getting 837 points there for their guess. Then it was Toot with 795 and Natter with 782. Very well done to anyone that gave me a correct answer there. Let's get rid of that. There is a little bit of grace period. Yes, there's a 2-second grace period once it says time to allow more answers to come through. But don't try and game that too much because, well, you don't know what your latency is to the IRC bot. But yeah, it will alert you as to how much time there is left on the answer in Twitch chat. And there is a 2-second latency allowance at the end on my end. But that's about as best as I can do. All right, let's put those away. Oh, now it's getting rid of all the others. And your second sheet, good luck. Time starts now. It's a lot of text on this one. It's a lot of text on this one. Ramsey's going for an early guess. Is it starting to make more sense now? Well, there they all are. Game's being generous to allow you a little more extra time on this one because it's managed to organise the strips quicker. So we've got Split the Room, The Wheel of Enormous Proportions, Word Spud, Push the Button, Trivia Murder Party, and The Devils and the Details. Those are the 6 entries on this sheet. What do they have in common? Let's find out what you think. Jackbox, Party Pack, Games, which I can say is absolutely correct. Yes, that's what they are. 10 players have gone for Jackbox Games. Yeah, I'll take that. 2 have gone for Jack Boss. And you're close enough, and the S is right next to the X. I'll take that. Jackbox Gams. I'll also take that. Agatha Christie. Goodness me, that's quite a highbrow guess for this set. I'm afraid not in this case, no. Meryl Streep also. A good guess for something completely different. But not this time. Idioms. Not quite, I'm afraid, no. Sayings also the same. Devils and Details, I can understand that, but the rest don't. Angela Lansbury, no. Games. Bit too wide-reaching on that one there, I'm afraid. I can't take games on its own. A bit too wide-reaching. Puns. I'm afraid not. TV game shows. Again, they're not on TV. They are game shows of a sort, but they're not on TV. Jackbox Party Games. Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll take that one, Matt. And game shows. Again, they kind of are, but I needed to hear Jackbox in there to really nail it down, I'm afraid. So I can't take that. Best guess there. Earliest guess there was from Ramsey getting 864. Then it was Ralph 837 and Derek 836. Nicely done there. All Jackbox Party Pack games. Say that like 5 times in a row quickly. I certainly can't. And yeah, if you've never heard of the Jackbox Party Pack, it is a wonderful thing. Every year they release a new set of games. Sort of interactive things that you can play on your phone, or now on Twitch chat they have a specific extension for it. And there's social deduction games or just having a load of fun. And then there are some quiz games in there as well in the mix, like Trivia Murder Party and Wheel of Enormous Proportions. Those are sort of more quiz-oriented games rather than party-oriented games. And yeah, really a load of fun. So if you've never heard of them, do go and find information about that. And I'm sure there'll at least be 100 people streaming one of these things on Twitch at any given time. It's almost a given that someone's going to be streaming a particular game of Jackbox Party Pack somewhere on Twitch. And yeah, we played it a lot during all the lockdown as well. Okay, let's move on then to the next connections board. I shouldn't say that, should I? The next threaded document. And your time starts now. Don't forget, you can give me 2 guesses. No one's going for it yet. Well, there we go. Cooley and Quizzle, the first to blink. 10 seconds. Last few seconds to get an answer in. And there's the last bit of scribbling going on. All right, let's see what you've gone for. We have 14 players that have gone for Charlie Chaplin films, which I can tell you is the answer we're looking for. Yes, The Great Dictator, City Lights, Modern Times, Monsieur Verdot, The Circus and The Gold Rush are all Charlie Chaplin films. Nicely done. They are indeed some wonderful films, Topper, but I needed a bit more than some wonderful, I'm afraid. Bob Holdis, I'm afraid not. Frank Sinatra, I'm afraid not. Christie, I can't take that, I don't think. Films, yes they are. Again, a bit too wide-reaching on this one, I'm afraid. Belgian Eurovision. Belgian Eurovision from Jack Wilfred. That's a lovely kind of guess, but no. San Francisco, nope. Album names, they might be, but the stronger connection here is Charlie Chaplin films. Silent movies. Oh, you're closer than just films, but again, I need to hear something along the lines of Charlie Chaplin. Charles Dickens. You got a Charles, but the wrong Charles, I'm afraid. Dickens, I'm afraid not. Pixar, no. Sacha Baron Cohen, no. Blockbusters. You're going for the Bob Holdis route, you really are, but I'm afraid not. Shakespeare, no. Sacha Baron Cohen films, again, no. Silent films, I've marked that one as wrong earlier, and then Dickens books, I'm going to mark wrong again. So not many getting points this time round, just 14 of you. Quizzle doing the best, getting 720. Then it was Aaron, 674, and Derek, 661. Nicely done. Nicely done. Can I have a P, please, Bob? Not in this case. But maybe there's a shredded P somewhere. Somewhere on this next document, if you're all ready. Here comes your 4th shredded document. And your time starts now. Is there a shredded P? I can't see one. I can't see a single P, actually. Huh. Oh, toot in with an early guess. Ten seconds to get your answers in. Last few seconds now. Make some last minute guesses. Oh, and there's a last scribble there. So, what have you gone for? Let's find out. RuPaul's Drag Race winners. Well, we have got Bianca Del Rio, Sasha Velour, Jinx Monsoon, Evie Oddly, Simone and Violet Chachki. And yes, I do believe they all are RuPaul's Drag Race winners. Nicely done. Drag queens, you know, I'll take that. I will take drag queens, yes. RuPaul's Drag Race, yeah, I'll take that. Boxers. No, they're not. RuPaul's Drag Race, yeah, I'll take that. Grag Race. Grag Race. Okay. You got most of the letters, and then the G is somewhere near the D. Go on then. I'll allow Grag Race on this case. I'll allow it this time around. Drag. Yeah, you pretty much got the right ballpark there with just saying drag. I'll take that. Words I don't know. Oh, Topper, unfortunate. Wrestler names, I'm afraid not. RuPaul's Frack Race. Now, you've got the keyword of RuPaul's in there, which I know is one of the correct answers. So I'll allow it in this case, but stop memeing your answers, Jack. Nickelodeon, that's an interesting guess. I can't take that, though. RuPaul's Drag Race, yeah, I'll take that. India, just out of nowhere, India. Can't take that. Eurovision Act. Oh, can you imagine if we got RuPaul's Drag Race to mix with Eurovision? Red Dwarfed. Russian Writers. Fashion. Ooh. I mean, it's in the world of drag, but there's a bit more than just fashion, and also there's a bit too wide-reaching. I can't take that, I'm afraid. RuPaul's Drag Race winners. Ooh, yeah, I'll take that. Composers, no. F1 drivers. Crossing RuPaul's Drag Race with a drag race in F1. Afraid not, no. I'm going to mark that one as wrong. So, Sports, you doing the best there, getting 720 points. Nicely done. Then Shapes with 689 and Toot with 628 points. Very well done indeed. Yeah, the wrong form of drag race there. Okay, I believe we have 2 more shredded documents to sort out. So, let's move on then to document number 5, which is the following. Time starts now. Not many characters here, but Jack's going with a very early guess. I forgot I can have a look at the whispers as they're coming in, can't I? Oh no, apparently you can't because there's also 2 audio listeners in the scene. Let me fix that quickly. We have brain and camera that have an audio listener on. Let's turn that one off so it doesn't spam my logs entirely. 5 seconds. And the scribbling going on right at the end there. So we have a Tyrrhenian, Yellow, Irish, Sargasso, Labrador, and Barons. Those are the keywords we have. Let's see, we have 13 players that have gone for C or C's. And like I say, you are absolutely right with C's. Yes, nicely done. Dog breeds. Yeah, I can understand where you might have gone with Labrador in that case, and maybe an Irish, like Irish Setter, that kind of thing, an Irish Hound. I'm afraid the rest are not dog breeds, so we're going to say that's a wrong. Islands. Again, you got the kind of right ballpark, but we're looking for the water, not the land. Dogs, similarly wrong answer. Coldplay, wrong answer. Straits. Sargasso straight, maybe, but I can't think the others being straight specifically, so I can't take that. Dog, also gone falling for that. Straight, again, not that. Sargasso isn't, I mean, what I don't even want to talk about then. Canada Rivers. Wow, that's, I mean, you got the water part, but it's not the right kind of water. Stogs, it's not dogs. Retrievers, I'm afraid not. Retrievers. I haven't actually got it. I just want people to think I got it. No. Colours. No. Canadian provinces. Ooh, as in, again, going the Labrador route. Unfortunately, not this case. Sikhs. Ooh. And the X is right next to the S. You know what? I will accept that one this time round. Yes, I'll take that one. Coldplay songs. Can't take that. Christmas #1. Can't take that. Game of Thrones. Okay, yeah, I can see where you're going with that one. Unfortunately, not. Hound, no. And that is all said and told. Quizzle doing the best, 885, nicely done. Then we have 810 there, and then Samster 800, nicely done indeed. So yes, all of them are indeed C's, but with a couple of red herrings in there thrown for good measure as well for you to avoid. If Labrador wasn't there, half the wrong answers would have been averted. Absolutely, Jack. But that's the whole point of that answer being there, because, you know, it might be, you know, a dog on its own, or Canadian province or whatever, but it does have to relate to the other 5 as well. Right, let's get rid of all that. Last statement then to consider, well, the last shredded document, should I say, to consider is the following. And the time starts now. It is a heffalump of a trap. Again, not much here on this document. But it's going to work its way back around to a helpful state. And there it is, all the document ready. Augustus, Titus, Hadrian, Philip, Constantine, and Valentinian. Those are the words we're looking for there. Car, please answer in whispers. It will not accept it in public chat. Let's have a look to see what you've gone for. So, Roman emperors, 21 of you gone for it. And it is indeed correct answer. Yes, they are all Roman emperors. Princes. Prince Philip, certainly. But the others I don't think we can take as princes, I'm afraid. Walls. Hadrian's Wall, certainly. But not the others. Again, Roman. You got, I think, the main key word there. I think emperors was sort of the one we were definitely looking for, but you've also gotten Roman there, which is close. You're certainly in the right ballpark with Roman, because they are all Roman people. Didn't necessarily have to be emperors necessarily, but yeah, they are all Roman people. So you got in the right ballpark, I think. So I'll allow that one. I'll allow Roman in this case. Roman leaders, I will take that. That's a bit more of a, you know, you're going towards the emperor route there. So yeah, Roman leader, I'll take that. Roman emperors, yeah, I'll take that. That's definitely okay. Just slight spelling difference. Royalty. That's the thing, is that no. I mean, you're kind of on the right route, but not quite. I think you've gone for royalty because of Philip, but not necessarily others. So I'm going to say that's a no. Roman gods. Now if you had just said Roman there, Matt, then I can take it. But the fact you've put gods in as well means it's actually you've gone the wrong way. So I can't take that. Emperors, I will take that though. Emperoro, yeah, we'll take that as well. Roman rulers, yeah, we'll take that. Roman top fellas, goodness me. Please use the correct terminology, but I'll take it. I know what you mean by that. UK monarch spouses, okay, you've definitely zeroed in on the Philip, but not any others there, so I can't take that. Rulers, oh. Now the thing is, we had the generic, they had the keyword of emperors accepted, but we discounted royalty. Oh, God, that's put me in a right spot on that one. I think that's just a little too generic for my take, but for my likes. So I'm going to say that's not. But you're on the right way. Kings of places. Oh. Again, it's royalty, yes, and you're going sort of towards emperor, but not quite. Oh, again, I don't think I could take that. Emperors, yeah, I'll take that one though. Kings, no, not the right keyword, given what else we've done. Holy Roman emperors, you've gone nice and specific. Keanu Reeves, no. Royal spouses, again, you've gone the Philip route there, but not any others. The famous walls, Hadrian. Right, we finally sorted all that out, and at the end, so that other answer didn't really matter for your topic, because you got a nice, lovely 947 from an earlier guess, nicely done. Then we got 943, and Ralph 935 points there on that shredded document, nicely done. So, at the end of round number 2, let's see what we've got. In the lead, and a nice round 7,800 is now cut that out. Second place, we have Quizzle, 7,655. And Ralph is in third place, 7,463 points. So still 2 more rounds until we go to the final. And only the top player will be able to play. Well, actually, everyone still plays the final. There's only the top player that plays the sort of the asymmetric nature of it. So we go on to round number 3. And round number 3 is identify the redacted. So, in this case, you're going to see an image of a place, person, or thing, but the image has been redacted by many black bars obscuring it. Over time, the black bars will reveal themselves, or, well, hide away and reveal the image beneath. Partway through the timer, we'll also give you a text clue as to what you should be giving as your correct answer. And you should give an answer that names or identifies the place, person, or thing in the image, and you get more points the earlier you answer. And in this round, you also do have 2 guesses. You can give 2 guesses in each case. So, use that as you will. 2 guesses are allowed. And it will now, hopefully, because I added a new field in, sort of jerry-rigged it in very quickly. I'm going to see if it does work. But it should tell you what we are sort of looking for in the image. So it could be, if we're looking for a person, it will say person. If we're looking for a location, it will say location, things like that. So a very sort of generic guidance as to what we're looking for in the image, and that's what you should be telling me. So if you're all ready, good luck. Here comes your first. And it's a location. Your time starts now. So the pictured Great Temple at blank is dedicated to the gods Amun, Ra, Horakti, Ptah, and Ramesses the Great. Fill in that blank. That is the perfect answer we're looking for. 5 seconds. And the last little bit of scribbling going on there. Are those Egyptian top fellas, says Jack. Well, we'll just have to wait and find out, don't we? So let's give some answers. So we have 10 players that have gone for Petra. Now, Petra is not the answer that I'm looking for, I'm afraid. 6 have gone for Giza. Another good guess, but it's also not right. Egypt, a bit too wide-reaching for the answer we're looking for, I'm afraid. Pyramids, the pictured Great Temple at Pyramids. I can't say that fits the bill either. Alexandria also doesn't fit the bill. Sphinx is definitely not the Sphinx. Cairo, I don't think I can take that. Valley of the Kings, also, no, not one I've got on the board here. Jordan, also again, not what I've got on the board here. I'm a feeling we're going to just run through all the answers and fail to reveal the right answer. Egyptian pyramids, okay, I can't take. Machu Picchu, nope. Black cat on a dark night, nope. Helicarnassus, no. Luxor, no. Petra Mede, no. Oh, just me. Thebes, no. Corfu, no. Odessa, no. Tutankhamun, no. Pyramid, no. New York, no. Grand Canyon, no. Colosseum, no. Colosseum, no. Cheops, no. And Abu Simbel was the last page. Page number 26 to 26. Only now cut that out has gone for it. Phew. Someone got it right. Someone got it right. Abu Simbel was indeed the answer looking for. Yeah. The pictured great temple at Abu Simbel is dedicated to the gods Amun, Ra-Horakhti, Ptah, and Ramses the Great. An absolute sausage save there from Now Cut That Out. The only player scoring 778 points going solely to Now Cut That Out for that guess. Phenomenal performance on that guess there. Just out of nowhere on the last page of answers. Nicely done. I was wondering if we would run out of answers before revealing, but no, we got there. We did actually get there. Nicely done. Now you've got an idea of how it works. Hopefully you do better on this next picture to identify. It is a food. Good luck. Two guesses, Jack. Two guesses. Owing to its pungent odour, blank has been banned from Singapore's public transit systems. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And that is time. Let's go through some answers. So we have 21 that have gone for a durian is correct. Yes, that is a durian fruit. It is not a lychee. It might kind of look like it from an early glance, but it is not a lychee, I'm afraid. Neither is it a pineapple, nor is it an egg. Lychees, again, it's not. It's not a pear either. Again, looks like a pear. Durian. Well, I'll take that. You got the right letters, just in the wrong order. Nuts, it is not. Kumquat, it is not. Again, looks like it. Cheddar Collins. No. Durian, again, right letters, wrong order. Chestnut, again, kind of looks like it, but not quite. Durians, yeah, I can take that, plural, sure. Sweet corn, no, it's not. Dragon fruit, again, not quite. Lychee, it's not. Pineapple, it's not. Marzipan, it's not. Prickly pear, it's not. And lettuce, it is not. And mango, it is not. So, well done, Natter. First correct guess coming through. There are 948 points for you there. Then it's only 946, and then to 945. Yes, owing to its pungent odour, durian has been banned from Singapore's public transit system, is what we're looking for there. Let's clear that away. Let's move on to our third image, which is the following. It is on the world of fashion. Something to do with fashion. Originally made of horsehair, this cage blank would go under a dress and was patented in 1856. Or cage blank, maybe. And there it is in its entirety. That is time. Let's go through the answers. So we've got 13 that have gone for a corset. I'm afraid it is not quite a corset, but I can see where you're going for it. Similarly, petticoat, it is not specifically a petticoat. Well, there might be a petticoat over the top of it, but this is not the petticoat part of it, I'm afraid. Bustle. It's not a bustle, not the one that I've got as a word at least. Crinoline, though, that is the word I've got. Yes, a cage crinoline is what we're looking for there. It would go under a dress and was patented in 1856, yes. Aux folles, it's not that. Whalebone, no, it's not that. It looks like a birdcage, question mark. Brassiere, no, it's not that. Birdcage, no. Corsage, no. Skeleton. I mean, it sort of is a skeleton for a dress, but it's not quite. A Nicolas Cage. Guide skirt. No. Can't take that. Bustle. Again, I can't take that. Turkish prison. No. A bustle. Corsetty. Sort of a corset. Bustle. Drawing. I mean, it is a drawing. A mini skirt. Very much not a mini skirt. Bjork swan dress. I can't take that. Ooh. Crinoline. You know what? Phonetically plausible, Clive. I'll take that. I'll take that. Fancy hat. No, very much not a hat. Underskirt. It sort of is, but needed a bit more than just underskirt, I think. And the last one was a compact. It's not a compact. So just 3 players scoring there. Clive, Quizzle, and Toot. Very well played for giving me crinoline or crinoline or however the hell it's said. I certainly don't know. I'm not into the world of fashion myself, but it was, you know, I looked at it and it was indeed a crinoline, so the research worked. So well done to you 3. Moving on to our 4th image. Yes, 4th image in this round, which is the following. It is artwork. Your time starts now. So specifically the artwork, not the artist, just the artwork itself. So Blank by Klimt features as one of the most common posters seen in US dorm rooms, referenced repeatedly in popular culture. Last few seconds. Ooh, last moment scribble there. Let's go through some answers. So we have 17 that have gone for The Kiss, which is the correct answer. Yes, The Kiss by Klimt is what I'm looking for there. Sunflowers, I can see where you might have gone with that earlier on in the reveal, but it is not sunflowers. Self-portrait. I don't think that is. Lady on the Stairs, it's not that. I know what you did last week, question mark. It's not that. Hat, no. That parrot thing, no. Frida Kahlo, there it is. No. Juliet, no. Moulin Rouge, no. Gemstones, no. That yellow sunflowers thing, it's not, I'm afraid. Guernica, good guess, not. Scream, it's not that. Frida Kahlo it is. No, it isn't, I'm afraid. Kiss, yeah, I'll take that. Man shits in omelette. No. Etche homo. No. Babel. No. And that is the lot of them. Nicely done to Quizzle. Doing the best there. 997 points for your guess. Then Little Samson 989. And then Jack 961 for your guess. Nicely done indeed. Very, 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 very quick answering. Nicely done. Let's clear that way. Image number 5 is the following, which is a location. It's not giving you much right to start with, but good luck. Time starts now. It is a location, though. Few people trying to guess, though, given there's very little to work from. If you can get that, I'll be impressed. So, Blank, located a short distance away from La Rochelle. Last few seconds. There it is in its entirety. Jack saying, "Oh, for fuck's sake! Really should have meted it," says Clive. Score, says Tipster. I wonder. Let's see what you've gone for. So, for the best guess, or the most popular guess, was Fort Boyard, which, yeah, it is indeed Fort Boyard, yes. Fort Boyard, located a short distance away from La Rochelle. It is indeed Fort Boyard, yes. It's not Sealand. No, I can't take that. Alcatraz. I can see why you might think that. It's not Alcatraz. It's not the USA. It's not the Sydney Opera House. Maiden's Tower, it is not. Statue of Liberty definitely is not. Washington Monument, it is not. Fantasy Island, no. The Sea. Needed a bit more than that. Napoleonic Fort. Oh. Now, yeah. Given you may have answered that earlier on before the reveal of the clue text, it's on the edge of, yes, it is a Napoleonic fort. He's right, but oh, it's so difficult, this one. It's so difficult because it is right, but also not. You did answer it early, but then also answered Fort Boyard afterwards, so you do already have some points. So this is just a case of whether you... So the fact that you've gone for a more accurate answer means that I can mark this as wrong safely. Okay. Mont Saint-Michel is not fort on the water. I mean, it is a fort on the water. Fort on the water. Fort on the water. Da, 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 da. But needed a bit more than that, I'm afraid. La boule. The gong. Now, I know you're memeing here. I think you did get Fort Boyard earlier. So the fact that you're memeing means I'm going to mark it wrong, but I know you're right. Ever Given. No, I can't take that. And Alexandria, it is not, although I can see where you may have gone with that. Yes, Topper did get 701 points with the guess earlier. Lewis T with the best guess, 997, nicely done. Then Ralph, 966, and Aaron, 945. Very well played indeed. Let's go to the final image in this round then. Photo 6 of 6 is the following. It is a game, and your time starts now. Rapid scribbling going on. Richie Blank is the most commonly played variant of this game in Japan. Ten seconds. Last few seconds for anybody else that has not answered yet. And that is time. Now I'm expected to have to go through a load of spelling errors on this one. Let's find out. So we have Mahjong. 25 of you gone for it, and it is correct. Yes, Richie Mahjong is the most commonly played variant of this game in Japan. Dominoes. Yeah, they look like dominoes, but not the right game, I'm afraid. Mahjong. Yeah, I'll take that. Mahjong. I'll take that. Mahjong. I'll take that. Sabutio. I'm afraid it's not Sabutio. I mean, it would be interesting as a trip if you could try to play Sabutio with this. Star Wars Monopoly. No, it's not that, I'm afraid. Richie's Maze. Oh, you've gone with Richie's, but... It was a joke. Okay, good. I'll get rid of it then. Valence. No, can't take that. Dominoes, it's not. Richie Mahjong, you've gone very specific. I'll take it. Battleships. No. Mahjong, yes. Ping pong. No, it is not ping pong. Mahjong, yes. I knew I'd go through a few spelling mistakes. Shut the box. No. Billiards. No. And finally, Rummikub is not. So, quite a few getting a guess there. Nicely done. AB Me doing the best. 945 points for that guess. Then Nata 941 and Clive 939. Very well done to you all. Let's go to the leaderboard, see where you are after round number 3. Toot in the lead, 12,572. Then it's Quizzle in second place, 11,493. And third place is Ralph, 10,764. So there's one more round before we declare our winner. And then that winner will go through to a round called Super Redacted, where it's them against everybody else. There's one final round for you all to play in to try and accrue some points to try and get up to first place. And that final round is... Declassify the redacted. So, in this round, you're going to be seeing a question with many, many words that are redacted. Over time, the black bars will hide themselves away, revealing more of the question. Your objective is to give the correct answer to the full question, and you get more points the earlier you answer. On this round, you only have one guess, though, so you must make it count. You're not allowed any extra guesses. Only one guess allowed on this round for each statement. An example there, blank country in blank, 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 blank area at a blank over 17 blank kilometres. The answer would be Russia once it is all revealed away. So, answer again privately to Quizbot 3000. Only one answer for each question. The earlier answer with the correct answer, though, the more points you get. And it is worth up to 2,000 points for a maximum correct answer in this round. Good luck. And let's start off with your first question. Which blank blank, which blank blank in blank is the only blank 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 to blank blank a blank blank? The time starts now. Speak. Member state. Independence. Semitic. Only's going for first guess there. Officially. Island. European. Union. Gained. 1964. Language. The last blank. Nation. Which island nation, which gained independence in 1964, is the only European Union member state to officially speak a Semitic language? Now it's time, let's go through some answers. We have 13 players that have gone for Israel. The answer we're looking for is not Israel. 9 have gone for Malta. Malta is the correct answer to the question. Cyprus, I'm afraid, is not. Neither is Quebec. Neither is Madagascar. Nor Aruba. Nor nation country. Nor Iceland. Nor Russia. Nor Socotra, I'm afraid. Malta was the correct answer. Well done to the 9 of you giving me that correct answer there. Doing best was only with the first guess of all as well, getting nearly 1,500 for that early guess. Then it was Jack, then it was Topper. Very well done to you 3, scoring lots of points, climbing themselves up the leaderboard there with that guess. Let's clear that way. Move on to question number 2. With a blank of blank and blank by blank from blank during the blank, which blank gained its blank blank in blank blank blank, it's blank. Time starts now. Before. 13th century. Hinc lucem et pocula sacra. Royal. Nattered with the first guess. 1231. Then Ralph, then Danny Gambit. Separatists. Motto. Founded. Oxford. Rival. University. Years. 17 years, should I say. And finally, charter, with a motto of Hint Lucem et Pocula Sacra, and founded by separatists from Oxford during the 13th century, which university gained its royal charter in 1231, 17 years before its rival. I think a lot of you were hanging on there for G University to give you the right ballpark of answer to go for. Yes, GSG absolutely proving that point. Yeah, all looking for that critical G to reveal itself, and it was a bit later on in the reveal there. Let's see what we've gone for. Cambridge University, 24 have gone for it, and that is the answer we're looking for. Yes, Cambridge University was the answer to the question. Magna Carta, I'm afraid, is not. San Marino is not. Neither is the Vatican City. King Henry VIII, no. Lancaster, it is not. Eton, it is not. Neither St Andrews. And finally, no. Cambridge Uni, though, you have shortened it, but I will take it. Cambridge Uni is correct. 25 players scoring on that one. Nicely done. Tips to doing the best, getting 1,414. Then it was Lewis T, 1,360, and Sapster, 1,324. Nicely done with those guesses. 4 more in this round. Yes, 4 more. No. 3 more in this round, because I forgot the last row is the bonus one. So actually 3 more left in this round before we see the final scores. Good luck. Question number 3 is the following. Known as blank blanks blank blank, which blank 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 features blank blank and blank? And your time starts now. Known as blank 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 blank. The Mystic. Movement. Holsts. The Bringer of Old Age. Orchestral Suite. The Winged Messenger. 7. Opus. Gustav. 32. Known as Gustav Holst's Opus 32, which 7-movement orchestral suite features the Winged Messenger, the Bringer of Old Age, and the Mystic. And that is time. I'm wondering how many gave an answer immediately once they saw Holst come up. Yes, Clive saying there, Holst coming fairly early, possibly a bit of a blessing. Let's find out. What have you gone for? The Planets. 21 of you have gone for The Planets. Yes, The Planets or The Planet Suite, or just Planets, would be good enough for me. Planet Suite is indeed correct, yes. Neptune, you've gone for one of the specific planets potentially there. I'm afraid that is wrong. War of the Planets. They're not called the War of the Planets, are they? It is called the Planets Suite, but you have the planets in there. So you've gone specific in a weird direction. You've got the planets, which is the key part of it, but you've gone for War of. Yeah, Mars, the Bringer of War, is a specific planet, though. It's a specific planet in the suite. Not necessarily the whole suite, so that's the problem. You've gone specific. So I'm afraid, because you put War of, you've gone for a more specific answer, and it's not right. So, yeah, that's a wrong answer, I'm afraid. Planet Suite, though, that is correct. Peter and the Wolf is not right. It's never Tchaikovsky. It's not Handel. Messiah. Mercury, you've gone for one of the planets again. Rise of the Valkyries. And Moonlight Sonata, all wrong answers, I'm afraid. But 24 of you did go with the right answer there. Derek Agony, the earliest of all, with 1,619 points for that guess. And then Aaron, 1,529, and Clive, 1,502. Very well done to all of you. Let's clear that away. Your 4th question in the round of 5 is the following. Coined in blank, which contrived blank means blank, 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 and blank, blank, now asking blank to select blank, blank. Oh my god. God, Lewis T's already in there. Going for a guess. Going for a 2,000 point guess there. So we've got matching and computers and Turing. Now, humans. Public. Then apart. And unfortunately, Lewis T, they're only afforded one guess in this round. Test to tell. Images. Automated. Acronym. Users. 2003. And finally, completely, coined in 2003, which contrived acronym means completely automated public Turing test to tell computers and humans apart, now asking users to select matching images. And that is time. Let's reveal the answers. Capture is the answer we're looking for. Yes, completely automated public Turing test to tell computers and humans apart is indeed capture, or at least that's what it's supposed to stand for. Turing test, I can't take as an answer. Multi-hall problem from Lewis T is not right, I'm afraid. Capture, you've got an extra letter in there, but you've gone with the right answer. I'll allow it. Are you a bot? I mean, that's what it is, but I needed a bit more than the "are you a bot" question, I'm afraid. Singularity, no. Turing test, no. Amstrad, no. And the last guess there, I am not a robot. Again, you got the right idea, but you just not got the correct answer we're looking for, because we needed the acronym according to the question. So I'm not a robot is not right. But a good plenty of you, 28 of you scoring a lot of points. Mark doing the best with 1,717, then Quizzle 1,612, and then some lovely waffles on 1,605. Last question of the main game. Good luck to you all. Here is your last question. Which blank in blank blank was introduced in blank to ensure a blank resolution to blank in blank, one implementation of which resulted in blank during the blank in 1994 before being blank in blank? That's a long question there, and Derek is going for it. Derek is going for a 2,000 point guess. Caribbean Cup was the first reveal. Then rule. Matches. 2004. A team defending both sides. 1992. Faster. Football. Extra time. Repealed. And finally, association. Which rule in association football was introduced in 1992 to ensure a faster resolution to matches in extra time, one implementation of which resulted in a team defending both sides during the Caribbean Cup in 1994 before being repealed in 2004. Let's go through some answers. Golden goal is the answer we were looking for. Yes, the golden goal rule was what we're looking for. 4 players have gone for a penalty shootout. Unfortunately, not the right rule. That does still exist, I'm afraid, to determine a break of tie. Offside, not the answer we're looking for. Duckworth-Lewis method. Oh, what a wonderful thing. Different sport, I believe, though. I think it is, anyway. Mercy rule, no. Good night, everybody. I'm afraid is wrong. The shot clock rule. Imagine if football had a shot clock on it. Alphabetical. Round robin. Golden ball. Ooh. Ooh. You know what, Cetra? That's very close. Now, isn't the golden ball the award that's given to like the best player, like the MVP? Is it where that's the golden ball? Is it? Yeah, Matt says it is the award given out by FIFA, but it's not the rule. Oh, so close, Cetra, I'm afraid. So close. Literally off the crossbar with that guess. Extra time, I'm afraid not. Double golden goal. You've gone rather specific with that one, but you have got golden goal in the answer. I think I could take that. I think I'll allow that one in this case. So you got golden goal, which is the key part. Yeah, I'll allow that one. And tiebreaker. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do. Can't take that as an answer, though. Last one. Last answer there, then. Samson doing the best with 1,864, then ABB 1,741, and only 1,680. Let's see what that has done to the final leaderboard. And look at that. Quizzle takes it. Quizzle takes it by less than 50 points. 17,673. In second place, 17,627. And third place is Samster, 16,301. And there are all the rest of the scores out there for you as well, including score counts 0 by 46 points. That's how close it got. Nicely done, Quizzle. So that does mean, Quizzle, you are going to be the lead player. You are going to be the key player in our final bonus question round. And everybody else is trying to beat him. Now, there is one thing that I've not implemented the scoring system properly for the audience gameplay of this round. I don't think I've even got the dudes paying out yet for the main game either. So that's still something I need to work out on. But we can at least still play the bonus round out for Quizzle. And it goes a bit like this. So, Quizzle, you are our featured player, and here is the round. It is super redacted, so it's very much like what we've just had with the solve the redacted, but Quizzle is going to be the one that controls which answers are revealed in which order, and they get to also decide when they are revealed as well. So yes, everyone's going to see a question with many words and phrases redacted. The bonus player, that is Quizzle in this case, will decide which redactions to reveal. The more redactions that are revealed, then the more points at risk there are. Everybody else, though, is going to attempt to answer the full question to stop the bonus player from winning. When a redaction is revealed, Quizzle will have to wait 10 seconds before revealing another, or by making a decision of bailing out as well. Do be aware that to bail out, you have to also allow the grace period to elapse on a particular blank. And the game will end when the bonus player bails, or 30% or more of the lobby players successfully answer the full question. And again, answering privately to Quizbot 3000. Now, everybody in the audience, you are allowed 3 guesses each. But it will only accept the answer if it is exactly what we're looking for on the card. It will not accept any variations. You must give me exactly the answer we are looking for. So, Quizzle, I will bestow information upon you of what the question and statement will be. How would you like that? Would you like that as a Discord message, or would you like that as a Twitch whisper message? Just want to send the message to you that contains all of the information that you need to determine what to do. So let me find you on Discord. Okay, and we're just going to send that message to you right now. No, it's not a PNG. Come on now, it's text. I'm trying to copy text for. And it is that. Let me know if you have received that message there, Quizzle, if you've received it, fine. And if you have, then we'll get into the game. Good. So for you, you're just going to be giving me letters. You're going to be whispering letters, should I say, of each blank. Or if you want to finish the game and get out, then you say bail instead. Everybody else, you are trying to answer the statement provided. Good luck. This is Super Redacted. Let's play. This blank, a member of the blank blank with blank such as the blank is blank to blank, has a name derived from the blank language. They are blank with their blank blank fulfilled by blank. Elsewhere, one called blank is used as a blank for blank blank, and they appear in the blank of a blank. Oh my goodness me, it's going too long. And let's start the game proper. Yeah, you should have probably waited before revealing one of the blanks there, but, I mean, it's up to you. You can reveal another redaction right now, though. You have revealed varieties, and Matt's given a guess, but is not correct. That's fine, Quizzles, fine. These things that we have to eke out and work out anyway, so it's fine. But you can now reveal a redaction. Say it. It's 10,000 for each redaction you reveal. You've revealed niche on K. So yeah, you're technically up to 20,000 at this point, but it's reset it down to 0 at the beginning. So yeah, you're technically on 20,000 right now. But you can reveal another redaction. Currently, no one's got it right. We are still sitting at 0%. You've revealed name. And you could give another redaction reveal. 30,000 at risk, we'll say. I'll just manually add the 10,000 on top. British. 40,000 at risk. And you can reveal another one. Amy, go for a guess. Not correct. Family is now revealed. 50,000 now at risk. Brand new Halo, Lewis T, go for a guess. Not right. Same as Sportsy. You can reveal another redaction. Doing well here. 60,000 at risk. You've just revealed ecological. No one's got it right yet. And you can reveal another. Or you can decide to bail. Animal. 70,000 now at risk. We now know it's definitely an animal. A few more guesses coming in, none of them right. 70,000 at risk. You can play another redaction for another 10,000. Or you can just bail right now. You're doing very well. Native now revealed. 80,000 at risk. Few more guesses coming in, but still none of them correct. You're doing well. Where are you going next? People. 90,000 now at risk. And that is time on that, so you can reveal another redaction. Matt the ref with a second guess, also wrong. 100,000 at risk. The Americas, now revealed, is native to the Americas. Second guess from Clive, also wrong. Still no one has got it. Can reveal another redaction, but obviously we're going to be starting to reveal more obvious clues. And while the redaction has been revealed, you do have to wait that 10 seconds before you decide to bail. So if you reveal a really critical piece of information, you will might not be able to get out. Arasaurus has been revealed. 110,000 now at risk. Still no one has got it. With varieties such as the Arasaurus. Matt the ref go for their final guess, also wrong. Brando Halo also out of guesses. Few players though still holding their cards close to their chest. Still plenty of answer opportunities out there, but there are not many redactions left to reveal. First correct answer from Oni. You have revealed non-migratory. Tipster has guessed correctly. So has How Much and Coolio and Car and Theory and Quizzle. What do you want to do? Ramsey's got it. Tooter's got it. And you have bailed. Apparently the text formatting has gone wrong because we've got a $sign in there that shouldn't be there. 21%, 22% it actually says up here. as you were getting very, very close there, because everyone was finally showing their hand with some correct answers. Only Tipster, How Much, Coolio, Car, Theory, Ramsey, and Toot all getting a correct answer in there. Let's reveal all the other remaining redactions. We've got, if it's going to do it properly, come on. Rafacidae, 2P, Hornbills, Mascot, Kellogg's, Fruit Loops, Road Crossing, Bikes. We were looking for a toucan. This animal, a member of the family Ramphastidae, with varieties such as the Arasaurus, is native to the Americas, has a name derived from the Tupi language. They are non-migratory with their ecological niche fulfilled by hornbills elsewhere. One called Sam is used as a mascot for Kellogg's Fruit Loops, and they appear in the name of a British road crossing for people and bikes. Toucan! Two can play at that game, indeed. Well, more than two in this particular case. But Quizzle, very well done there, bailing out just as people were sort of really rushing for the answer. 22% were on the cards there, but 22 is less than 30, so you can still bail out. Nicely done. And that is the end of that game. And as I said, I don't think I've got it actually hooked up to the Doot Bank yet, so I'm going to have to manually dole the Doots out later, but I will know to do that. Oh, very well played, everyone. Nice game that as well. And, well, I had planned 2 packs, thinking that I'd be able to speed the game up a bit, but from the looks of things, you only need to do 1 for an entire stream and just be done with it. So I might actually just consider that as a one and done type stream instead. I mean, I know I have a pack from David, and I know he very, very kindly rushed it in time as well. But yeah, I'm aware that that this is nearly a 2-hour game, and I personally don't want to go on for another nearly 2 hours myself. Certainly not today, because I've been feeling very tired. So I'm keen to go to regular stream length rather than super stream length. Maybe in future, if I can streamline the answering even more, or marking even more, should I say, then we can maybe make the game a bit swifter, or maybe we just reduce the number of questions in some of the rounds. I don't know. But yeah, it's still long, certainly longer than all the other ones I've done. And yeah, it's fine. It's fine at the length it is, because it's a lot of fun revealing the answers, especially when people are having fun with the answers as well. And there's still things I need to do with the game yet. I still need to add a credit sequence. I've not been able to do that yet. And author accreditation at the top of the pages, which for some reason is not there, even though I'm sure I did add that in this time round. But yeah, that is essentially redacted. It's the second running of the game as well. So there's I think, given that this was the second running of the game, and that there were 0 technical gremlins, which is the one thing I'm most worried about, is technical gremlins. It was fine, honestly. I really liked it. I really liked it, even though it was that long. 19 from David J. Bodicum. Thank you very much for the 19-month resub there. Do appreciate that. It's really, really awesome. Double Twitch baby, and then 1 extra month on top of that. And yeah, it's nice having a mixture of sort of different lengths of game, I suppose, because you can, it's nice to have short games, short blasts that you can play a few times over, or ones like this that immerse you for a bit longer. And keep you entertained for a bit longer as well. So yeah, I'm honestly kind of okay with the length of it, even though it is quite long. Just so long as the marking doesn't get completely out of hand, then it's absolutely fine. And I know that I have at least one tweak in there that helps expedite the answering process, because I imagine quite a few were going, no, wait, I didn't give exactly that answer. But because it was one of the validated answers that we already had on the sheet, then your answer essentially got promoted to the most correct answer, as it were, in their list. So it just made that marking part easier, and just sort of swept all of you under the same rug, as it were. So the last part to expedite the marking process is to do the multi-sheet thing where we get multiple on the same on one sheet. So hopefully you can get like 4 or 5 in one go, so it sort of speeds up a bit then. But yeah, if you want to make this a 1 per stream game or double the dukes, that's all you need to do. Yeah, I think that's probably a fair call. That, given the amount that was in the main game there, and the fact that I normally play 2, like if I play Relativity, I play 2 of those games. The top prize of that is 100,000 each time. So that's 2 sort of top prize of 200,000 for the 2 games for that stream. And this one we got to 120,000 before Quizzle bailed. So yeah, I think that makes sense. That if I did run this as a single game stream, so sort of a solitary game stream, then double the dukes on offer, and just run it as a single thing. Maybe add mid lobby joining. I will do that if we are running this as a singles. If this is a solo game stream, then absolutely add mid join lobby game, because there's zero benefit in joining late, as it were, as a sort of metagaming method. So that makes total sense to allow joining the game midway through. If you've somehow missed the early start of the stream or whatever, then yeah, absolutely. I'm absolutely fine with that. That makes complete sense to do that. So going for a sole game for a stream, so the length of it is fine, so long as it doesn't drag too much, and it doesn't feel like it drags too much just yet. There's enough variety in it for now. And add mid lobby joining, and then double the dukes. And that's Relativity. No, that's not Relativity. That's redacted, folks. It's a different R word. That's redacted, folks. So yeah, that sounds good for redacted. And I do apologise to Dave, because I know he did really put in some efforts to get a pack ready for tonight alongside, because I had queued up 2 packs. I thought I would do 2 packs, but given that we've run this one, and again we've run into an hour and a half of a game, as it were, then I'm more. I mean, the good thing is that I have that one in the bank for next time, so it's not lost work, but I definitely have that one left in the bank for next time. So there is that, certainly. I know that probably a lot of you were looking forward to a David A. Bodicum pack this evening, but yeah, I'm going to keep a hold of it and just hold it for next time round it comes. Which when is the next time Redacted is back around again? Let's have a look on my extended schedule. It is next due in, goodness me, seriously, June? We have to wait that long? Apparently so. We've got to wait until June until Redacted comes back around in the circle. So wow, we've got like nearly 3 months. Seriously, I have to find a different spot for that. You know what? Have I booked off the? I'm trying to think now, because I know that there was a potential date where I wouldn't be able to do it because I may have been away in Ireland doing a gig, but that has not come off. Have I booked that day off or not? No, that one is already queued in at the moment. Oh, you know what? That would actually work as a perfect side game. Ooh. What do you think about this with all clued up alongside it? What do you think about that? Now, I know that I don't tend to mixy-matchy games on my streams. It's generally you're playing one solitary game and a warm-up game ahead of it. But the fact that we might have a little bit of leeway time at the end to do something else, and all clued up is a lovely, nice, quick game to get done. How about we do that then? That we bring in Redacted and do another all clued up at the end of it. That sounds like a cool idea. I think that could work. Because yeah, it's still doing solve the blank in a way, isn't it? Solve the puzzle, solve the blank. So I think that might work quite nicely. That if it means we get to play that game sooner, absolutely. So I currently have it penned in to do All Clued Up in about half a month's time. So in 16 days' time, on Friday the 15th of April. And that one I had planned 3 packs to do for All Clued Up, but we can do one of them certainly, and then do Redacted alongside that. And then all that means is the next time that Redacted comes up, that we also do another All Clued Up alongside it. So that just leaves us with 1 pack of All Clued Up that we haven't got assigned anywhere, but we can just do that whenever we want. So that's yeah, it very much is a we've got time for one quick game of something type of game. Very much is, you know, my spontaneous spotlight is always ready, all clued up. Something stupid like that. So yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Is to tie it in with All Clued Up, and we'll plan then for another run of Redacted on 15th of April alongside one game of All Clued Up as well. You're always clued up, absolutely. So that's what I think we will plan for. Obviously, if you've got any other ideas about the game, if you've got any feature improvements, then do let me know in the ideas channel, because I'm always looking for ways to improve this. I know this is still quote unquote rough and ready, but it is getting slowly better, and with a few more games under the belt, then it'll settle in nicely, and it'll find its rhythm and find its groove. And yeah, I'm aware that there's no real thought yet about the marking, the sort of the scoring system for the final, and various other things about that. But yeah, stuff and things, very much so. Well, thank you for tuning in on this episode of Redacted. I'm glad it all went well, and thank you once again to our pack authors, plural, Score Count, Inca and Dogfish, all working together there as a partnership on this pack, and it was a wonderful range of subjects there, and I hope you absolutely enjoyed that pack there. I'm sure they enjoyed writing it, and they're glad to see people play it and fall into the Heffalump traps that they definitely set there because Klaxon. So yeah, lovely questions in there, and a lot of tension there on that final on that super redacted there as well with Quizzle. Nicely done, Quizzle, getting 120,000 out of that. What traps were in this? Obviously score. Obviously, there's no traps at all. No traps at all. So leaves us with one other thing to do this evening then before we close the stream off. If I go to OBS, and you know what this thing is going to be. It's going to be like the Wheel of Fortune. No, the wheel. Just the wheel. It's not a tarot card. No, it isn't. It's just the wheel. Now, what is our word going to be? I wonder, what is the word going to be? Do I be really irritating and try and make it a redaction? Do I try and make it a redaction? Do I go with toucan? Do I go with, what do I go for? Red-cated. Red-cated. I don't think I've typoed it anywhere, but maybe we can try red-cated. Meta-ing score. Yes, that's something like that. Fruit Loops. I mean, it's up there on the board right there. Guinness, runs, Sealand. RuPaul's frack race. Yeah, sure. Go on then. We'll go for a fracking race. Yeah. RuPaul's frack race. We'll use as our keyword. There you go. Bob Holness did come up a few times as well. Yeah. Bob Holness and Blockbusters came up a few times. Da 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 da. Oh yeah. So what's happening the rest of this week? Good freaking question, sir. Does Ben have the arena on tomorrow? I think he does. If so, it's 7 p.m. usually, but he might not be. I cannot remember if he is doing it tomorrow or not. So if he is, then it's 7 p.m. tomorrow. BST, might I add. We are now in British summertime despite the snow outside. Then Friday, it is April Fools. Wow, I'm apparently spoonerisming in just automatically. No, April Fools on Friday. And yeah, there are things in store. There are certainly things in store on Friday. And you'll definitely want to be there. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Is it deliberate? Is it a hint? Oh, if only it was, Clive. If only it was, but it definitely isn't. It's definitely not deliberate. That's definitely what someone that would say is deliberate would say. Anyway, yeah, it's all of those things. Ash's House of Games, finally. Oh, if only it was. Right, let's see who's going to get the spin. 2 spins, of course. First spin is going to Pie and Mash. Pie and Mash, get ready. Here goes a spin. Put that over there. And if you're ready, here we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Apparently I did a very heavy spin. Oh! Lovely! You get an extra spin. It's 5,000 plus a spin. Another one. Iron Mash gets a second spin. What's it gonna be? I'll go for a lighter spin this time. And yet, it's still gonna go 5,000 spin. Let's go again. It's gonna be another spin. Re-trigger. And your third spin. Going lighter still. And 40,000 on top of that. Nicely done. A total of 50,000 there, just like that. Ash's Unlimited win. Yeah, you don't even need any lives in this game either. Second spinny is brand new Halo. Brand new Halo. Get ready. Here comes the spin. If you're ready. Ooh, hello. And your spin is the following. Close. And it's going to be 25,000 loops there. 25,000 for you there, brand new Halo. Nicely done. Brings you up to a total of 158,000 doots there. Puts you into at least rank 11 on the leaderboard. Nicely done indeed. Well, that brings us to a close on this episode of Redacted. Thank you once again for tuning in. We've got to play that music again because it's absolutely awesome music, isn't it? So we're going to play that music one more time before we finish the stream off. Is anybody online to raid? Is Quizzy Dan online at the moment? I think he's starting a new thing. And he is presently online. So we're going to go and raid Mr. Quizzy Dan. And we're going to raid with the RuPaul's Frack Race. We'll do that again. RuPaul's Frack Race is going to be our raid message over to Quizzy Dan. To get that ready as your raid message. Thank you once again. I'll see you later. Take care. Have a good night.